Hi Cancer, welcome to your love reading for July 2017. You have 3 jumping cards. The first card is from this deck, and it is the 8 of Pentacles. So this can represent that there's a lot of work to do in a relationship, whether you're trying to heal an existing relationship or a lot of work that has to be done before a partner can come into your life. So there was this card. You also have 2 from the other deck. 2 major arcanas. You have the Chariot and you have Death. So Chariot, of course, this is the ultimate victory card, and this represents a lot of movement, a lot of big changes in your love life. You also have the Death card, so this is very significant together. The Death card is obviously another major arcana, but this represents kind of the ending of something and then kind of a huge transformation period in your relationship. So I'm going to put them back in the deck and we will see if they come up for you again. Okay. We're going to start off with this one and then we will move on to the confirmation deck. This is the love reading for the sign of Cancer for July 2017. The first card you have, Cancer, is the 4 of Swords. Love reading for Cancer, July 2017. You have the Page of Cups. Here it is, the Chariot. I think it was from the other deck, but here it is. So this is kind of a repeating message for you. The Lovers. The Queen of Wands. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Cups. The 10 of Wands. And then this one here is calling me, and it is the Page of Wands. Okay, so the card at the bottom of the deck is going to represent the main energy around your love life for July, and you have the 6 of Wands. So this is amazing because this is the victory card, but you also have the Chariot, which is kind of the major arcana version of the victory card, and this is a repeating card because this jumped for you when I was properly shuffling the deck. So very interesting messages. Let me just adjust the cards for you here so you can see everything. We're going to take it one row at a time, and then I will come back and kind of see, what repeating energies I see in the entire reading. Okay. So at the top row we have the 4 of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Chariot. So the 4 of Swords, this is a message. I feel like for some of you, you may be dealing with a relationship where somebody has asked for some space. Or perhaps, a relationship is, you did have the 8 of Pentacles, which I don't see here yet. The 8 of Pentacles is that message of a lot of work to do. With this card, let me just bring it up for you. With this card, this is the message of retreating. This is a message of perhaps needing some time to think about the relationship or the need to heal. So for everyone, it's going to be kind of a different message. And I feel, here with the Chariot, that whether you're hoping that somebody will change their mind about you, about your relationship, whatever positive outcome that you're hoping for, the Chariot is positive news. This is, like I said, the victory card, but it's also a lot of movement, positive changes. You're finally moving forward in your relationship. So this could be, with a partner who has taken a step back or some time off from the relationship. Or perhaps, you're still together, but you just, you have a lot of issues to work through. Really, a really positive message here is the Page of Cups, because this is, for some of you, yes, this can be a message that you receive. The pages represent communication. You do have 2 in this reading. So for some of you, you may be receiving some communication, perhaps from somebody that took a step back from the relationship, that needed some space. And so you are hearing from them, but this can also be a heart-to-heart conversation for those who are already coupled and not separated. This could be, that somebody has kind of not known where their relationship stands. Maybe they don't really know if they want to continue with the relationship. There's confusion. With the Page of Cups, I see a heart-to-heart conversation, kind of really talking things through. And again, with the Chariot here as a repeating message, they're letting you know that your situation, whatever it is going to end in a victory for you. But it does also represent you really needing to hang in there, to be positive, to be really determined to get what you want. The main energy from the deck was a 6 of Wands, again, the victory card. So they're really emphasizing wherever it is that you're struggling, whether it's in an existing relationship or finding a new partner, the energy of success is there for you. Now, let's move on to this row here. You have the Lovers, the Queen of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. So interesting that you have the Lovers card. This is, I feel like, for those who are already coupled, and especially for those who are married. They're telling you that, this is your life partner. That's what the Lovers means to me when I see it in a reading. I do consider what is around it, but I feel like it's definitely a message of you're with the person that you belong. Especially kind of seeing what's around it here, the Ace of Cups and the Four of Swords. Somebody may have taken a step back from their relationship or is confused, but there will be, rekindling here with the Ace of Cups. So the Lovers is telling you this is a significant relationship for you. This is your life partner. For those who are single, this is just somebody new that is around you in the month of July. You do have the Queen of Wands here. So for some of you, this can be a fire sign, male or female. This can be your partner, or for those who are single, this is somebody new coming into your life. Now this fire sign here, they are surrounded by very positive messages. They're surrounded by, the Lovers energy, which is, a significant relationship, a committed relationship. And then over here, the Ace of Wands. There is some type of new beginning, or there is some type of new life that is possible, with a fire sign. Now, it may not necessarily be a fire sign. That might be their moon sign or their rising sign, or they might be, kind of the energy of a fire sign. So someone that's very outgoing, self-confident, enthusiastic. They might be that type of person. This person, has the possibility of being someone very significant to you with the Lovers card here. And, they bring new beginnings into your life. To me, the Ace of Wands is very significant. It feels like a major arcana because it represents an entirely new life for you. This can even mean relocating, the birth of a child. It's just kind of like completely wiping the slate clean and starting over. So this is with someone who's a fire sign or someone who is in that energy. Definitely potential around this person. So you had the Ace of Wands, and then moving on to the next row, you have the Ace of Cups. So you have 2 aces, one right after the other. So there's definitely the energy of new beginnings for you. So again, wherever it is that you're struggling, where you kind of feel like, I don't know if this relationship is going to make it, or I don't know if I'm going to meet someone. July has new beginnings written all over it for you. Not only new beginnings, but victory. So whatever it is that you're fighting, whether you're trying to beat the odds of not staying single, or you really want your partner back, new beginnings. So yes, with the Ace of Cups here, this can be somebody new coming into your life if you're single. Look out for fire signs. People, I feel like those who are single, the people that you meet in the month of July, this is kind of like life partner material. These are not superficial relationships. But the Ace of Cups, also for those who are coupled, this represents rekindling that spark. Like you're talking again, and you do have the Page of Cups right here. You also have the Page of Wands right here. So I feel like this, for those who are already coupled, this is just kind of working things out. You're finally able to start over as a couple. Now, let me just move the camera a little bit so that we can see the bottom cards here. I see that something's kind of going on here with the Ten of Wands. This is kind of like somebody at the end of their rope. The Ten of Wands does represent exhaustion, kind of feeling completely fed up and feeling like giving up on a relationship. This is somebody that just almost doesn't care anymore. Now, what's really positive about this, even though there's this energy of somebody being really exhausted and about to just throw in the towel, is that there is a new beginning around this. Not only that, but you have the Page of Wands right next to it. So this can be, good news. You feel like you're going to have to let go, or somebody's letting go of you. Good news. The Page of Wands also represents a lot of excitement, a lot of change. So I feel like, relationships that are not doing so well, this reading is very synchronistic, letting you know that everything is going to be fine. I feel like there's definitely going to have to be communication with the two pages. The Page of Wands here, the Page of Cups over here. They're encouraging communication, but they're also encouraging you to kind of know that whatever it is that you're going through, you're going to be successful. Victory here and victory here with the Chariot. Okay, so let's see what other messages come up for you. What other messages are there for the sign of Cancer for July 2017? You have the Knight of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles. So we have another person here. And let's go with this one here. The Seven of Wands. So a lot of fire. There's a lot of fire going on in this reading. And like I said, with the Chariot, that is a message of really needing to hang in there and be strong and be persistent. Don't give up. Don't give in to this energy of just, wanting to let it go. Now, what you have over here, let's see if I can pick up this card, is a Knight of Wands. And this is a lot like the Chariot. The Knights represent change and movement. This Knight is relentless. So this represents you really kind of going after what you want, who you want. This is a message of action. Take action. So I feel like for those of you where, you feel like you're here, things are going downhill. Perhaps, with the Four of Swords, that was the first card. I always feel like that's kind of what guides the whole reading. Perhaps someone has, asked for some space. Somebody has moved out, or maybe it's you. The Knight of Wands represents needing to stay positive and needing to take action. This is a lot of enthusiasm, kind of refusing to give in to this energy here of just giving up. Now, you also have another person here. You have the Queen of Pentacles. So this would be someone who's an earth sign, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. So now you have two people. You have a fire sign and an earth sign. For some of you, this can be, your partner, and both of them might represent your partner, or it could just be that now we're speaking to someone that has a spouse or significant other that is an earth sign. Now this person here, this is surrounded by the energy of the Knight of Wands, which, like I said, is the need to stay positive, take action, especially with this message right here, the Seven of Wands. This is the energy of needing to speak up. This is the need to tell your side of the story. This is the energy of not allowing other people to walk all over you. So I feel like for those of you where you have an earth sign partner, and a lot of us do, my husband is an earth sign, there's a need here to really, speak your truth. With the Seven of Wands, sometimes you don't want to, you feel intimidated, and you kind of feel like you're going to be attacked, but there is a need to really be heard with this message here. And it is right next to the Page of Wands, which again represents communication and good news. So I feel like any type of, honest communication about your relationship with your partner does, result in something positive coming out of this. Even if you are here where you kind of feel like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore, or maybe it's your significant other that, kind of feels like maybe we should just, call it a day. Let's see what other messages come up for you from this deck. What other messages are there for the sign of Cancer for July 2017? The Two of Wands. strength. And the Knight of Wands again. So this is a repeating message for you at the bottom of this deck. The Six of Cups. So for some of you, this to me, this is a reference to the past, people from the past, emotions from the past, emotional baggage. Especially with this like starting message of the Four of Swords. This could be, what we're talking about here is someone from the past that where they're coming back into your life, where you really need to speak up for yourself, where you kind of feel like this is this is done with the Ten of Wands. Somehow the past is very significant to you in the month of July. People from the past, emotions from the past. Okay, so you have the Two of Wands up there. You have the Two of Wands and the Knight of Wands with strength right in the middle. So strength, is a major arcana, and it it represents needing to be strong, spiritually strong, and it doesn't mean you have to hang in there. You have that message twice here. Just grab this Knight over here. Repeating card for you this month, the Knight of Wands. So yes, it can be, I don't usually read the Knights like a court card, but it can definitely be someone who's a fire sign. Maybe somebody that's younger than you. You do have the Queen of Wands here. So it's kind of interesting that you also have the Knight of Wands, although like I said, I don't usually read them as a court card. But in general, this is movement in your love life. But this is you also being really persistent, just like the Chariot, very determined, self-confident, and, having the outcome that you want. So this is definitely a take action type of month, not just kind of watching, somebody slip away or not taking action on your feelings. Again, with the Seven of Wands, this is your time to really kind of speak your truth. This is a time for good news and positive changes. Okay, so you also have the Two of Wands. So this can, this can represent delays and waiting. So it could be, that there is some type of delay in things finally coming together, especially because of these two cards. Even this one here. It could be that in order for things to really kind of manifest, whether it's a new relationship or healing, kind of getting back together with your partner, knowing that you're in a good place, it could require action from you because of the two Knights of Wands from both decks, repeating message. The Chariot, which like I said, is kind of, a repeating message because it jumped out of the deck and then here it is again. There could be a delay with the Two of Wands. So I feel like there's a need possibly for you to take action. The Page of Wands also represents you going outside of your comfort zone. You kind of looking for adventure. You really being hands-on. So I feel like that's needed. You have very encouraging and positive messages regarding, your existing relationship or new relationships. But there is this message of take action or there can be a delay. And don't let your fears get the best of you. You have the Strength card, which like I said, this is needing to be strong, but it also represents not allowing your ego to guide you to the wrong decision, to guide you to the wrong place. This means that you don't, especially if it's somebody from the past, don't let your ego get the best of you. Don't lash out at them. Don't yell at them, even if you were hurt. Yes, you definitely have to be heard if it's somebody from the past. Like, you have something to say, and you should say it. Whether this is, why did you leave me in such an awful way? Why didn't you tell me the truth? You have to stand up to this energy. But again, with the main energy being the Six of Wands, this is telling you that, this month has victory written all over it for you. So this can be that, whether you're looking for a new partner, this can be the month for you. Whether you're, or maybe you're hoping to get back together with someone from the past, with the Six of Cups being here for you, victory. Again, with the Chariot and the Six of Wands, victory. You're hoping to heal an existing relationship that maybe is going a little bit downhill with the Four of Swords. Again, victory, the Chariot and the Six of Wands. I just feel, like there has to be communication this month. There has to be with these two pages in this reading. the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. There has to be honest, kind of heart-to-heart communication. There has to be, I feel like for some of you, it could be that you have to initiate this conversation. But I feel like this results in something positive changing for you and your partner. Again, the Page of Wands represents excitement, kind of uncharted territory, especially for relationships that are in this energy here, where it's just kind of like, we're pretty much done. You're not done. Not with the Ace of Cups being right next to it. But there does have to be communication. There has to be communication, and in some way, you have to be heard, Cancer. Okay, Cancer, this has been your love reading for July 2017. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again next month.